whether it's through an HMO or whatever the circumstance may be, the better rates they get from those insurance companies. Mm-hmm. If you're just one person trying to get insurance on your own, you don't get the same rates that a large employer with 1,000 employees can get.
Because the status quo right now is unfair. Because the way that public policy has been set forth in Washington doesn't allow insurance to be sold across state lines. All you have to do is look at the Federal Employee Health Benefits Plan. That's a nationwide, worldwide plan. Rates are kept low. The pool of individuals have grown so that people have different options. Why can't we give that to all Americans to be able to make sure that they have the same choice to choose their own medical destiny that I've had in my life and that my wife and I have had when we went through her health problems 13 years ago?
Right. What's the advantage of a company out of state, health insurance provider out of state, whose doctors are out of state or associate doctors?
You're talking about keeping a system that's within a state. I mean, the Blue Cross Blue Shield federal plan, for example,
right,
has a nationwide group of doctors. Why does that have to stop on state lines? I mean, you can't keep thinking about it,
okay,
that's your philosophy of, well, we're just going to look here in this region. We're going to, but you know what? Let's give all Americans more choices to ensure that the doctor-patient relationship is paramount, because without that, we make government the interceder. And I am a firm believer in medical choices and being able to choose our own doctors. And when we do that, we'll reduce costs and we'll change the status quo and we'll make our healthcare system remain the greatest in the world.
So that's probably a more dramatic shift. Would you say that's a fair word in how the healthcare system operates than the Affordable Care Act itself?
Not at all. Not at all. No, because it's common sense approach. It's expanding. Most people have employer-paid health insurance right now. Why not allow more opportunities for those employers and those employees to be able to go out onto the open market and see companies that are operating on a nationwide basis rather than a state-by-state basis?
Okay, well, I may be confused because I thought you were saying your plan would essentially eliminate employer-based health care.
It's not going to eliminate employer-based health care.
Okay.
I mean, the goal is to have employees be able to choose their own medical destiny and be able to have the opportunity to take that insurance, the health insurance plan, from job to job if they want to.
Which means then it's not the employer providing the health care, it's the individual selecting the health care from whatever options are available to them, right?
That option to take that health care plan would be there, but that does not eliminate the employer's ability to provide that plan. No. Okay. I think more options aren't bad.
What would be the advantage to an employer providing health care in a system like that?
Because that's one of the benefits that we have currently. It's one of the benefits that people make on a regular basis.
To draw workers in.
Absolutely. You know, and that's what it's about. The bottom line is we are not going to have efficiency, and I don't believe we certainly are going to have more cost-effective delivery of health care in this country under H.R. 676, a true single-payer government-run system that's going to stop our ability to choose where and when to seek medical treatment.
Let me go back, though, to your concept. If you were elected to Congress, how much would you focus your energy on repealing and replacing the Affordable Care Act and seeking to install the kind of system that you propose? How the option that you would have when you get there, if you were elected, is I can either work within the sort of debate that's taking place now and seek to find some sort of compromise within the halls of Congress, or I can really step out and say, okay, no, I want everybody to come over to my idea here and use this system.
Craig, I disagree with your premise that my idea is not an acceptable alternative.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not an acceptable alternative.
But you're setting the standard. You're setting the stage by saying, well, let's talk within the 2,700 pages of Obamacare. Let's talk within the 2,700 pages of the Affordable Care Act.
Set that aside for the moment. What I'm saying is there are a whole lot of Congress people, and each one will walk in with their own ideas.
Absolutely.
And so the question is, do you try and find a framework that fits within all of those ideas, or do you say, no, my responsibility as an elected official in representing my constituents is to say, I've come up with, this is a plan that should work well in my opinion, and so my job is to influence those other Congress people to come to my idea.
Well, absolutely. I think that's what every member of Congress is sent to Washington to do, is to lay forth a plan of action, and if elected, then you try to implement that plan of action. And you don't bind yourself by signing pledges that allow Washington power brokers to lord pieces of paper over you,